Technical difficulties, take 2. Guess what, guys? I'm so excited. I got this Jack Daniel's 14, and I'm going to pretend like I haven't tried it yet, but I really have. We're going to pour it, and I'm going to throw the nose and tasting notes. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. So the proof on this batch 1 Jack Daniel's 14, which are currently going for like, I think $625 secondary, and I think they were going for maybe even $750 or $800 at one time. 63.5% alcohol percentage ABV on this beast. The nose on this thing's incredible. So there's some unusual things on the nose and the palate with this Jack 14. And one is I get a very Russell Reserve 15 cherry candy. It's not like a Buffalo Trace, cherry grape that's popping out at you. It's a subtle candy that's underneath the kind of leather and tobacco and black licorice that you'd expect from an aged Jack Daniel's. There's also some spices dancing around, but I'm not getting a ton of like vanilla and caramel, nothing like that. It's just like black licorice, leather, cherry candy, some spices. It's kind of a little bit of an atypical nose. Going by memory, this is one of the best Jack Daniel's noses I think I've ever encountered. There's a lot of subtlety and a lot going on here. It's beautiful. And on the nose, I'm going to say it reminds me a lot of Russell's 15. It's subtle, and there's a lot going on, and there's a lot to pick apart here. Let's get into the palate on this beast. So the cherry candy really come through. I've had already an ounce or so. The cherry candy really popped on that, like the little lozenge, cherry lozenge. And that cherry lozenge is just surrounded in leather, black licorice, tobacco. This Jack Daniel's 14, again, reminds me a lot of that Russell's 15. When I first tried the Russell's 15, it didn't blow my mind. I didn't super fall in love with it. But once I took that Russell's 15 out, took her on a few dates, took her to dinner, took her to movies, went for a Long Beach on the walk. I drank some of that Russell's 15, and by the middle to end of my first bottle, I was in love with it. And that second bottle of the Russell's 15, boy, it was just, I absolutely love that bourbon. This is drinking and experiencing in a very, very similar way. This is atypical Jack Daniel's, in my opinion, in that usually Jack Daniel's goes, here's your mouth, here's Jack Daniel's. Okay? That's your typical Jack Daniel's experience. Just getting punched in the face with intense proof and flavor. Everything's right out in the open. It's a machine gun. This is not like that. There's a lot of subtle play. There's things hiding behind curtains. There's dark rooms. You got to go flick lights on. There's hidden chests with locked keys that you got to go searching for keys to unlock these chests, to find these magical formulas and potions in. There's a lot going on. But to me, it's very reminiscent of Russell's 15, but in a Jack Daniel's profile, if that makes sense. That is a beautiful, beautiful whiskey, you guys. That is so good. This is a hoard bottle. This is undoubtedly a hoard bottle. This is an A. I think this is going to be a contender for a lot of people's whiskey of the year. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of reviews or side-by-sides where this scores surprisingly low or lower than people are thinking, like the Russell's 15. I think this has to get played with a little bit. Now later on, I'm gonna do a blind of my old Hazmat Coil and a Jack 12 and see how this stands up. But this is a beautiful whiskey. That's how I'd explain this. It's just so balanced, so beautiful. A lot of complexity, a lot going on, and it's subtle complexity, which is again very atypical Jack Daniel's. And where's this cherry lozenge coming from? I'm not picking up any banana. There is a little bit of nuttiness, but the nuttiness isn't picking what I'm picking up. It's leather, black licorice, tobacco, and wrapped around that beautiful cherry lozenge. That's just a great whiskey, you guys. I'm so glad I had this. I wish I had another bottle of 15 Russells. I'd like to put them next to each other. That would be a really interesting side by side. I'm really curious what you think. Have you tried the Jack 14? Do you think it's atypical? Do you think it's a little off profile? Are you picking up that cherry as opposed to the typical banana? Is the nuttiness kind of dialed back a little bit? Do you think this is a maze of subtlety like I believe it is? I believe this is something that you're really going to have to drink a quarter out the bottle to really start to learn to appreciate, because there's a lot going on here. Is this a Jack Daniel's product? Is this where Jack Daniel's should be heading in the future? Because I think so. This is great whiskey. And are you looking forward to that 18 year? Because boy, if they can keep this going on that trajectory, that 18 years, maybe a George T. Stagg contender. Thank you for watching Bourbon Forage Fishing. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you later.